Okay, so here's my super quick video on arithmetic sequences. So on arithmetic sequence, there's a couple things I need you to be able to do. You need to be able to decide, is a sequence arithmetic or not? And then if it is, you need to be able to use the arithmetic formula or the formula for arithmetic sequence to find a desired term. And you may have to find the missing term in a sequence. So let's kind of dive right in here. What makes something an arithmetic sequence? So I'm going to give you a sequence, which we should have learned in a previous video. A sequence is just an ordered list of numbers. So I'm going to give you 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we'll just say it goes on and on and on forever. To find out if something is arithmetic, that means it has to have a common difference. So let's look at that word, common difference. Common difference. Well, common means same, and difference is subtraction. And so if we subtract these terms, they should have the same difference, the same answer to the subtraction problem. So try that. 3 minus 2 equals 1. See, I took 3 and I subtracted 2. 4 minus 3 is 1. 5 minus 6 is 1. I'm sorry, 5 minus 6 is not 1. 5 minus 4 is 1. And then lastly, 6 minus 5 is 1. So all the terms in my sequence that I'm given, when you subtract them, have a difference of 1. Our common difference is 1. It has a common difference. It's going up by 1 every time. So I'm going to give you a couple other sequences, and I want you to tell me if they are arithmetic or not. Let's do a couple different colors. So I've got this green one over here. I've got this orange one. Oops. And then lastly, I have this blue one. Okay, so I want you to pause the video real quick, and I want you to tell me which ones are arithmetic and which ones aren't. Okay, hopefully you're back. You paused and you tried to figure out which of these three sequences are arithmetic and which are not, and hopefully by doing so you found their common difference. So let's look. Does this one have a common difference? Well, 4 minus 2 is 2, 6 minus 4 is 2, 8 minus 6 is 2, and 10 minus 8 is 2. Yeah, that has a common difference. It's going up by 2 every time. Let's look at this one. 10 minus 15 is negative 5. 5 minus 10 is negative 5. 0 minus 5 is negative 5. Yeah, that too is arithmetic because it has a common difference of negative 5. It's going down 5 every time. And what about this one? 6 minus 3 is 3. 10 minus 6 is 4. 12 minus 10 is 2. 15 minus 12 is 3. Is this arithmetic? No. Even though 3 occurs twice, for it to be a common difference, it has to be the same between every term. And so the common difference here is 3, and then 4, and then 2, and then 3. So there is no common difference. So this one is not arithmetic. So being able to distinguish if something is or is not arithmetic is key. So common difference. Well, we're going to label that D in our arithmetic formula here. Common difference. And this is our arithmetic formula. It's super important. You don't need to memorize it. It's given to you, but memorizing it would be a lot easier for you. And so what we need to figure out are some of these other things that we learned from the last video. N is a number of terms. The amount of n is the amount of whatever term we're trying to find. And the amount of the first term is just their first term in the sequence. So if I have this sequence over here, and I want to find the 15th term, I need to first figure out if it is arithmetic. So let's see, 6 minus 3 is 3, 9 minus 6 is 3, 12 minus 9 is 3. My common difference is 3. It's going up by 3 every time. The first term in this lovely sequence is 3. See, first term right there. The amount of the first term is 3. And we want to know the amount of the 15th term. So we want to know the amount of the 15th term. And so all we have to do is plug it into this wonderful formula up here. So 3 plus 15 minus 1 times a common difference of 3. I hate when I resize it. And that will tell me the amount of the 15th term. So 15 minus 1 is 14, and 14 times 3 is 42, and 42 plus 3 is 45. The amount of the 15th term is 45. I want you to try to do this, this pattern here, 1, 2, 3. We have 4 terms. I want you to do this the other 11 times. Just keep adding 3 11 more times from 12 and see if you don't get 45. You will, I promise. All right, and so the very last thing, you need to be able to do that. You need to be able to plug into and find an arithmetic, the desired term in an arithmetic formula. Something else that may come up is you might be given other things, like you might be given the amount of the 30th term and have to find the common difference, or the amount of a 20th term and the common difference and have to find the first term. I'm not going to do examples of all of those because that is just your basic algebra skills. You will always have all the information except for maybe one unknown, and that you'll have to use at your disposal. So the last thing in this video that I want you to make sure you're able to do is find a missing term. And so how this question would be worded is, let's say, find the missing term in this arithmetic sequence. Well, because they're telling me it's arithmetic, that means I know the difference between this term and this term has to be the same between the missing term and that term. And so we can use the arithmetic mean to find this. And that is, you take the two terms. You might see the mean written as x plus y divided by 2, but you don't have to confuse yourself with that. Just take your two terms, so 15, and the other term, 59, add them together, and divide by 2. When you do that, you get 37. And so now let's just check to make sure it works. 37 minus 15 is 22, and 59 minus 37 is 22. And so you can find the missing term of an arithmetic sequence by using this formula here. Again, you may see it as x plus y divided by 2, but really it's just the two terms on either side of the missing term divided by 2. So, like I said, there's tons of other examples. If you have a question, please come ask me or leave a comment and let me know. That is all. Goodbye.